I know that in his later years, he prepared a paper for me that he drew his own tombstone, what he wanted me to do for him. And he made the tombstone in the drawing 5 feet 6 inches, and he wanted it to be black granite, and he wanted it to be broken at the top because he said his life was broken. And as it turned out, when he died, I took over the task of taking care of these things. And I was informed by the tombstone makers, by the cemetery, the tombstones can't be above a certain height. And at this time, Cedar Park Cemetery said, we don't use black granite because it makes it look like a cemetery. And of course, it is a cemetery. So I had to settle for gray and a shorter one, but I made sure that the inscription and everything on it was as he wanted it. And then when the tombstone makers did not listen to me, and they were very sexist. They thought, here's this woman, and and they made the top smooth. And I said, no, I'm not going to pay you the balance till you do it. And they said, oh, it's impossible to change. We would have to remove it from the grave. This was before the unveiling. And I said, that's a lot of nonsense. You send someone out there with a hammer and a chisel, and you do it. So they did it. And as a matter of fact, at the unveiling, I gathered up all the pieces of stone and took them home and kept them here. And then several years ago, the last of my 2 nephews, my dead brother's sons, died. And when I went to the unveiling, I put these stones on their grave. It was a very emotional thing for me. But one of the things my father insisted on for his tombstone, he wanted his mother's name there. And the Jewish custom is you are Ben something, just your father's name goes there. And he wanted Ben, Schrage, and his mother's name was Pearl. And this was written out. So they gave me a hard time about that also at the, they said Jewish custom doesn't allow this. And I said, that's not true, this is what I want. So they gave me what I want. And I'll tell you, when my mother died, even though she hadn't expressed it, her mother's name is on the grave also. And I just think this is right and proper.